Hello, my curious people. We all know her very well, from her iconic and catchy songs such as Baby One More Time, Oops, I Did It Again, and Toxic. Her famous 2007 breakdown where she shaved her head, as well as many other stunts and controversies. I am of course talking about Britney Spears. But why has Britney been causing such a stir online? What has promoted the hashtag #FreeBritney to start trending? Is she in danger? Hit the bell and the subscription button and stay with me to find out just exactly what is happening with Britney Spears. The Free Britney movement, and yes, it is classed as a movement, has been around for a decade. Her fans have been fighting against the conservatorship on Britney's behalf for a long time. Pretty much from the moment that the conservatorship fell into place, her fans were rallying to get it revoked. The members of the movement attended her court hearings in person, holding signs in support of Britney. If you don't know what a conservatorship is or what it entails, then stay with me. Now, during the lockdown, it seems the Free Britney movement had flared up again. The reason? Some fans seem to think that the singer is sending secret messages to fans via her social media. The past few months, Britney has been very active on her social media pages, posting workout videos and dance routines. Under one of Spears' videos on her TikTok account, a concerned fan commented, "Wear a yellow shirt in your next video if you need help," and in the next video that Britney posted, she was wearing a yellow crop top. Another tweet on social media said that a fan had reportedly tweeted the star asking her to post a photo of a dove if she was in trouble. Later, Britney posted a photo of Hans Zatzka painting titled "The Little Messengers of Love," where several white doves are visible. So once again, the fans jumped to the conclusion that it is a sign from Britney, with one pointing out that the painter used several different names when selling his paintings to avoid penalties of breaking contracts which limited the amount of artwork he could sell, and thus making a point that is exactly what Britney is trying to hint in that her relation to her own career and life. A petition was even started to help Britney get a right to a lawyer of her own choosing, and at that moment the petition has amassed to a whopping total of over 139,000 signatures. Do you think the meaning behind the painting is that deep? Now, for those of you who may not know what a conservatorship is, let me explain to you so you can understand just why Britney's fans are wanting her to be free. Conservatorship is a legal concept in America where a guardian is appointed to somebody if the court finds that that person can't manage their own affairs. Needing a conservatorship could be due to old age, being a minor, or if the person suffers from serious mental illness. And I imagine many of you are probably wondering why Britney has a conservatorship. In the late 2000s, that wasn't a good time for Spears, so she had a very public breakdown. And we have to remember that time Britney was going through a very public divorce. She had 2 young children under the age of 2, and not to mention being constantly hounded by the paparazzi everywhere she went. Even into a public toilet. She was seen driving around with her son on her lap, hitting a photographer's car with an umbrella, and going through a phase of speaking with a British accent, and most famously, shaving her head, which obviously gave the media more ammunition against her. And then in 2007, Britney was admitted into a psychiatric ward, and since then, she was admitted for a second time. Her father, Jamie Spears, petitioned with the Los Angeles County Superior Court for Britney to be put under temporary conservatorship as an emergency. And now 12 years later, as you can see, that conservatorship wasn't all that temporary. It was later made permanent by the court after Jamie Spears said that he feared his daughter might have been suffering from early onset dementia, and this meant that her lawyer Andrew Wallet and Britney's father had a full and long-term control of her assets and business affairs. How would you guys have felt in such a conservatorship had been placed on you? Anyhow, Britney's problems had started way before the late 2000s, and during that time, when her first album came out, Britney said that the image of her that people saw was created to do one thing and one thing only, to sell a product, and that product was Britney. She often complained about how she wanted a break to go somewhere quiet and relax, but her schedule never allowed that. She also said that she only got 1 hour to herself a day, and that hour was also scheduled. That didn't of course take into account the time that she was sleeping, or at least we hope so. We all remember the iconic denim couple that was Britney and Justin Timberlake. The pair knew each other from their days when they both appeared on the all-new Mickey Mouse Club, as well as before her big break, Britney was an opening act for several of NSYNC's concerts. Many people close to the singer said that what she truly wanted was to find true love, though unfortunately it wasn't meant to be with Justin, and the pair ended it after 3 years of dating. In true artist style, Justin Timberlake wrote a song Cry Me a River about Britney, and the family attorney, Leon Gladstone, said that the breakup kicked off a downward spiral that only got more out of hand. Many speculated that Britney's marriage to her now ex-husband was a way to get back at Justin, as Kevin used to be one of Timberlake's backup dancers, which is most likely how he and Britney met. They married in 2004 when Britney was only 22 years old. The pair have 2 sons together, Sean and Jaden, who currently live with the father as he has custody over the children after their divorce. Being in the public eye, Britney's parenting methods were always criticized by the media, especially after the paparazzi filmed her driving around with her baby son Sean in her lap. And in an interview, Britney later said that this is what she used to do with her father when she was younger. Her relationship with Kevin didn't last, and Britney filed for divorce in 2006. After that, she was constantly seen partying with her friends Paris Hilton and Lindsay Lohan, and we all know the reputation those two have had in the media. Many say that it may have looked like Britney was having fun, enjoying the single life with her friends like any other regular 20-something-year-olds, but the truth was that she was out of control. And in 2007, Britney checked into the Crossroads Center rehab facility only to check herself out the next day. Which then leads to the infamous moment when Britney went to a hairdresser salon, as always hounded by the paparazzi, and asked to have her hair shaved. And in an interview for the documentary about Britney, the hairdresser who Britney spoke to said that she tried to talk Britney down from cutting her hair, and in the end, Britney herself grabbed the electric razor and shaved her head herself. After this incident, Britney took several more trips to rehab. A man named Sam Lutfi, who claimed to have been Britney's manager, said that he was trying to do everything to help the singer, who was suffering from serious addiction issues. The family attorney, Leon Gladstone, said that Sam admitted to crushing up medication and hiding it in the singer's food, as it was the only way to get her to take them. And according to Lutfi and Britney's ex-bodyguard, Spears was using illegal substances. So do you think this could have been the influence of any of her famous friends? Speaking out in relation to the claims of Sam Lutfi and Britney's bodyguard, her parents claim that the pair were lying and they were the ones providing her with them so that they could keep her under their control. Her parents also accused Lutfi of being the one who would tip off the paparazzi in order to make money. And most importantly, they claim that Sam was never actually Britney's manager. At a court hearing, they called Lutfi a parasite who only pretended to be Britney's manager so he could get close to the singer and use her. And in the end, Sam was given a restraining order, and that is also how Britney's father Jamie became her conservator. And speaking of the conservatorship again, in 2019, Andrew Wallet stepped down as the co-conservator and left her father Jamie solely responsible. Court documents revealed that Jamie had the power to decide who can and can't visit Britney, negotiate career decisions, as well as file restraining orders against those who he feels are a threat to his daughter. Though in 2019, Jamie stepped down as a conservator so he could focus on his health. And at that moment, as far as the public is concerned, Britney's care manager, Jody Montgomery, has taken on the role. Now you are probably wondering what exactly this conservatorship means for Britney. While her father never publicly confirmed what the exact terms of the conservatorship were, these are the reported terms. So without her father's permission, or anyone else who is the conservator, Britney cannot drive, vote, get married, have children, spend her own money, see how her money has been spent, see her children, leave her home, hire a lawyer, control her own career, speak publicly about the conservatorship, do interviews which aren't scripted or have been approved by her father, use her phone or social media unmonitored, contact anyone unmonitored, go shopping or go for a walk. Though they do remember, as we've said before, that these terms were never publicly confirmed by her father. One of the other reasons that the Free Britney movement is once again picking up is because in May, Entertainment Tonight reported that according to the court documents they have been obtained, that Judge Brenda Penny issued an order that authorized Britney's temporary conservatorship to Jody Montgomery to stay as her conservator at least until August 22nd. And in the documents, it is stated that the extension came after the judge decided a hearing on the matter could not have taken place due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The news about the extended conservatorship came out after Britney announced in a video on her Instagram that she had accidentally set a fire to the gym in her house. And according to ET, that her family worries because they know Britney can get distracted and forgets. And these are the things that she works on in therapy. What do you guys think? Was this fire an accident, or was it the fault of Britney suffering from an early onset dementia? And speaking of Britney's family, in March, her son Jaden did an Instagram livestream where he spoke about her personal life. When asked whether his mother would be releasing any new music, he shocked fans of the singer with the answer, "Actually, I haven't seen her doing a lot of music at all." He also added that when he asked her what happened to his music, she told him that she doesn't know and that she might just quit it. Do you think it could actually come to this? 13-year-old Jaden also spoke out about his grandfather, Jamie Spears. A fan asked him whether he thought that his grandfather was a jerk, and Jaden replied with yeah, he's a pretty big he can go die. This really isn't a surprise that Jaden doesn't feel too fondly about his maternal grandfather after last year's news broke out about an alleged temporary restraining order has been granted against Jamie Spears. A source revealed that allegedly Sean, Britney's older son, and Jamie got into a verbal argument at Jamie's home, which then turned physical. No charges were ever filed against Jamie as there was insufficient evidence that a criminal offense was committed. So, my curious friends, do you think Britney's fans are in right to demand for the conservatorship to be ended? Or do you think that everything is actually fine and the media and fans are just blowing things out of proportion? Also, do you think Sam Lufty was the one behind Britney's need for rehab? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. I will see you in the next video.